Well, hey y'all, this is Rip One Outdoors. How y'all doing today? Let me tell y'all what we got shaking here on the hill. We got a brand new bike here we want to show y'all. Mihogo has sent us the RX 2.4 and asked us to review it for them. And it's a very nice looking bike, and I believe you'll see by the time we get through the video that it's going to be a nice bike to ride. And we'll tell you who all we believe it may be for. We'll try to give you all the specs, the features and details that we can. We're going to do all that down on our ride. We're going to a little seaside town called Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. It offers up all different kind of riding environment there, along the beach, out on a big bay bridge. So yeah, it's going to have a little bit of everything that we want to show you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to load it up in the truck, going to Bay St. Louis. We'll get with you guys down there, and we'll give y'all all the details, all the features, everything while we're down there. Just wanted to tell y'all though in advance, there's going to be a separate video. It will be attached at the end of this video, and it will have the unboxing and assembly process. If you purchase this bike, you're going to have a good guide there to go by to help you get it put together. But honestly, it's not that much to putting it together. It's a very easy process. So without further ado, hey, let's move on. But just wanted to give y'all a quick look at it. Y'all look, it's a beautiful bike. It's beautiful color. Hey, y'all stand by. We're going to review the RX 2.4 from Mihogo. Yeah, we made it to Bay St. Louis, as we said. It is a windy 57 degrees. Hop up on this curb, baby. Oh yeah. So we're gonna do the ride along. We've already got 19.9, we'll just say 20 miles on the bike. Just riding it around the house and getting a feel for it. Them Logan brakes stop really, really, really good, y'all. What about it there, Mr. Duck? We got some beautiful blue skies coming through today. Got some rain through here last night. Of course, wasn't that much, but every little bit's appreciated. Us in the drought as we are. Riding around the duck pond here, one of my favorite areas here in Bay St. Louis. Bay St. Louis is a little seaside town, I guess you would call it. Got a few bullet points here that I want to talk about. The RX 2.4 is a 20-inch magnesium alloy frame with 2.4 tires. Thus, that's where the 2.4 comes from. My thing was about the 2.4 tires is, are they going to do good? Are they going to ride smooth? Are they going to provide grip? And so far in the 19 miles that I've ridden it around the house, it provides a lot of grip. This bike is a dual suspension e-bike. It's got a little shock absorber back there on the back, as you've seen in the graphics. It's got a front spring suspension fork. Power is provided by a 500 watt motor with 750 peak watts, 55 Newton meters torque, which so far I found it isn't lacking in torque. The range on the bike is stated by the company at 40 to 45 miles. None of these range estimates are exact that these bike companies provide. Here's my advice. I always tell people this. If they tell you that the range is 40 miles, go ahead and figure it'll be a 20-mile bike, okay? If they tell you that it's 80 miles, there you go. Figure it'll be a 35 to 40-mile bike. But it all depends on your riding style and the environment that you're riding in. The payload capacity is 330 pounds. And as you know, that's gonna weigh heavy on your range that you're gonna get also. Look at old Glory. She's laid out there. But she has stood the test of time. We salute you. Bay St. Louis, Mississippi, a beautiful town, a town close to my heart. I love it. Never knew Bay St. Louis that well until I started riding the e-bikes. You cannot find any place in the South better to bring your e-bike here and do a review or a ride. I just come here with the brothers sometime and we just ride and have a great relaxing time. Now y'all, here's what we're gonna do. Y'all see that big bridge right there? We're gonna take a little ride out on that bridge. We're not gonna go all the way over it. But I wanna go out I just wanna ride out on the bridge a little bit. There's a pretty good hill out there. The main hump of the bridge, the slope varies from 7 to 10%, and it's 10% at the very top. I got that information off the highway department. But as you can see, it crosses over to Bay St. Louis. During Hurricane Katrina, this bridge was completely destroyed, and it was built back in just 2.5 years. And they put this nice bike lane on here. It provides so much relaxation and enjoyment for people with bikes, people walking, jogging, what have you. It's just a nice asset to the Gulf Coast of Mississippi. Look at that blue sky, isn't that pretty? But I wouldn't want to be down there in a boat. There's a shrimp boat down there. Yeah, we're just gonna ride out for just a little bit and then turn around and come back because I'm gonna be limited on my time today. And I got other places over there I want to take y'all to. Tell you some things that I added to the bike. I added a bell. I added my phone holder here, and I added a bar end mirror on the left over here. I got a few bullet points here on my phone I wanted to talk about. First thing I want to talk about is safety and comfort. Okay, put safety first. As far as the items that the bike has that addresses safety, as I told y'all, it's got good grip on the tires. I haven't found any problems with the grip. As far as lighting, you have a headlight, LED headlight. You have a tail light and brake light combination on the rear, similar to most other e-bikes. As far as comfort's concerned, the company says it has an open frame, easygoing style that makes for a comfortable ride around town. Well, I can tell you today is a cool ride. At 57 degrees, it is cool. But you know what? I agree in that statement that they made, because it is a very comfortable frame design. I'm learning to love it more and more. Between this bike and the LX 4.0 that we reviewed here a few months back, that they are very good, they're very well designed, thought out design, very comfortable. It's an aluminum magnesium alloy frame. It's unlike just about anything that you see out there. I don't see anything like it. As far as the posture is concerned, well, I'll say this. We're coming up on the top, y'all. We're going to turn around right up here at the top, and we're going to head back down. Y'all, a beautiful view of the Bay St. Louis area. That's the Mississippi Sound. Gulfport is just a few miles that way. Looks like we'll be bucking a wind going back, but that's okay. We're going to be going downhill most of the way. See that glass come in there. Whoa, boy. Y'all mentioned posture, y'all. It has a very adjustable handlebar and seat post, so you can pretty much address your posture with either one of those and make it for a very comfortable ride. Okay, y'all, we're rolling back off the bridge now. Getting back out on the beach boulevard here. Beach road. Coming back off that bridge, who must have had a 15-mile-per-hour headwind. And but the bike handled it fine. This little town is very friendly to golf carts, walkers, e-bikes, scooters, I guess, or whatever. People out walking their dog out there on the levee. So we talked about the areas of safety that the bike addresses. It didn't come with a mirror, as I told y'all. I put my little bar-in mirror on there. It didn't come with a bell. I put that on there. But don't let that be a deal breaker for you, because that's cheap. The mail's running on Sunday? Sure is. Okay, we're going to ease right here. We're going to run down by the yacht harbor here. So they call this little bike the Urban Explorer. Well, I don't know if this is urban that we're exploring here, but whatever it is. But I can tell you what, it does a good job of it. I mentioned comfort. I can tell you this now. The little seat on the bike is not very wide. But I honestly thought by now, I said, no, I won't be able to handle that seat. But you know, so far, it's doing a good job. Here we are at the yacht harbor. Some colors. Bay St. Louis Municipal Harbor. I wish I could say one of those boats out there was mine, but it's not. We talked about power, talked about the 500 watt motor. And I can tell you, it's got really good power. For the size of the bike, it has really good power. See this little hill right here? Look, it's not even struggling on this hill. We're just going to ride around through some of the shopping district here. Hey, you can put it out in traffic. It don't have a problem in traffic. Talking about power, I can tell you this. The pedal assist settings are very, I'm going to call them gradual. They're not jerky. I remember on the LX 4.0 that it was kind of jerky between one and the other, you know. But so far I'm not seeing that with this bike. That may be something they've changed, but it's a very gradual change, soft change. And I like the soft change. Next up, I got the Ride. We've already spoken about the Ride some, but I've got the 2.4 tires are smooth. And I've already showed y'all it hops up and down off of curbs really, really easy. I want to ask y'all a question. If it rides so smooth on 2.4 tires, then why does everything I have 4-inch tires on it? I wonder about that. Because honestly, if you're riding this bike and you're comparing it to the 4-inch bikes that I have, I can't tell any difference in the ride. Now, when it comes to grip, as far as getting out on a sand or on a sandy surface or whatever, hey, I found that the tires have plenty of grip. I found they have as much grip as a 4-inch tire. They're just not going to stand up in a soft surface like a 4-inch tire would. See what I mean? Here's one thing that I really, really noticed. As old Elmer Fudd would say, it is very, very quiet. Very, very quiet. I guarantee you. You can't hear anything, y'all. It sounds like a whisper coming down the road. Okay, it won't do anything in pedal assist 0, so you have to be in pedal assist 1 to take off with the throttle or the pedals, okay? So pedal assist 1 is going to give me, that's 10 miles per hour. All right. Then we'll get down on the back on the beach road here, and we'll go through the rest of them. But it's very, very quiet, y'all. Listen to that. All right, here we go. Bump up pedal assist 2, and we got a little gradual downhill here, okay? So I'll read it out to you here in just a minute when we get flattened out. Pedal assist 2. Well, let me just turn here. Hey, we're supposed to be exploring the urban, right? That's what we're doing. So I'm kind of going on the uphill here a little bit. So pedal assist 2 is 14 mile per hour. Pedal assist 3 is 17 mile per hour. It don't have trouble getting up to speeds now, I can tell you that. Let's go down by the access area here where they launch their boats and all. So we'll get to pedal assist 4 or 5 here in a little bit. We can do it right here. Pedal assist 4. That's a solid 20 mile per hour, y'all. Pedal assist 4, 20 mile per hour. What about it there, seagulls? How y'all doing? That's a Louisiana pelican there coming in for a landing. Isn't that pretty? See what y'all missing? If you don't have a bike that'll get you outdoors, look at all you're missing. Look at the Big Bay Bridge going across there. And there's the L&N Railroad trestle coming across there. Beautiful. I had a note here for cargo. I already told y'all it carries 330 pounds. I'm not sure that if the company has any baskets to go with it or not, that you can accessorize it, but that's something you can check the Mihogo website for and find out if they got any baskets. This one did come with a rack and fenders. I like the little rack. I had my bag on there the other day. Yeah, it's a good little place to put a pannier bag on the back rack. We're gonna run down the beach here a little ways now. Got a little jump up right here with some sand. Hey, there's no problem there. This is a pretty smooth bike path, but I can tell you that there are some little bump ups on it, and especially down here where they have the bridges over the drainage, little drainage ditches and all, they get pretty rough. But with the rear shock absorber and the front shock, I don't assume any problems gonna happen there. Should be pretty smooth. Y'all have already seen pictures of what it looks like. It comes in colors of silver and blue. I asked my contact to send me a blue because the LX 4.0 is silver. Of course, that's a nice looking bike too. I would call this bike the younger sibling of the LX 4.0. It doesn't have the battery that the 4.0. Y'all remember, the 4.0 has 2 batteries. It has a total of like over 30 some odd amp hours in those 2 batteries. But yeah, look, I mean, you can go back and look at that bike too. But this is not the LX 4.0. It has 1 battery, and it's a 12.8 amp hour battery. Still 48 volt. But hey, they call it the Urban Explorer. Well, look what we've done already. And it's doing good. We still got plenty of battery left. So before I forget it, who would I think this bike would be for? Who would I think would best benefit from this little bike? First of all, I think it's going to be best for a person with a budget in mind because of the price. Now, I won't quote the price because I'm bad about quoting prices and then the company changes it right at the last minute or because of some sale. Hey, we got Christmas coming up. I don't know what all they're going to be, discounting and everything. But who it's for, yeah, I think the person with a budget in mind. Number 2, I think it's going to be perfect for students at college or campuses, somewhere where they may have to take it and put it in their dorm. It's 59.2 pounds, y'all. Y'all saw me load it and unload it. Look, I wasn't even bowed up. You know what I'm saying? I think for someone who's running errands around town, a delivery person, oh my goodness, man. Of course, you may want to look in to see if you could find a basket or whatever for deliveries. But for someone who just has to, hey, just run over and pay some bills or something or another. City commute. Now here, y'all, we're getting into some sandy stuff here. This is where the rain last night would have washed some sand out on the street here. And I don't feel no slipping, no nothing. It's doing a good job. Yeah, a person who has a little job in town and wants to run back and forth to work, you know, I don't know, 10 miles, whatever, maybe more. I can tell y'all this much, y'all. We're running along here at 14 miles per hour, and this is about as comfortable a ride as I've been on. Now that's a fact, Jack. Talk about transport and storage. Of course, I showed y'all how I loaded it. It's one of the smaller compactable bikes that I've got in my arsenal of bikes. One thing that makes it so much easier to load in and out of a pickup truck or a hatchback or a car trunk, a cooler hull or whatever, is the fact that those 2.4-inch tires on those little mag rims right there, those things are very, very light. You know, when those 4-inch tires on those fat tire bikes, they're adding another 15 to 20 pounds of weight that you gotta load, you gotta lug in and out of a truck or a car. Hey y'all, this is Rip One Outdoors from the future. I wanted to come back in and put this little clip of information in and tell y'all, we've been talking about who the bike was for, where you could store it, how much room you'd have to store it in and everything. I just wanted to pull a tape measure here and show you guys. Long ways, you're looking at 36 inches, okay? Across the fold, 18 inches. And from the ground up to the highest point here, that's 27 inches. There you go. In case y'all need that little bit of information for your storage solutions and everything, hey, don't forget about the RVers. This bike would be perfect for RVs. Lightweight, 59.2 pounds. Get it in and out of the RV easy. If you want to put it in totes, it's going to fit in your totes. And yeah, there you go. I wanted to put that bit of information in there. We'll go back to the video. All right, y'all, we're going to turn here. This is Bienville. All right, let's see acceleration here, okay? I'm just going to use the throttle. We're going up a hill across the street. Well, I said I was going to use just the throttle, but I pedaled a little bit too, but that's just out of habit. But it's got great acceleration when you cross an intersection. You're not going to lollygag around in an intersection waiting on the bike to take off. I can tell you that, it takes off. We've been 10 miles on this battery and this just went down 1 bar. So there you go. And well, hey, we even had some part on Bay Bridge over there where I was coming against a strong headwind. So I know I'm scattered. I'm going all over the place with my words. But I want to try to get everything in. I don't want to forget things. We're cruising along now at 20 miles per hour. We're in pedal assist 4. So let's hit pedal assist 5 and let's see what it'll do. Got a little water there, thank goodness for fenders. There you go, y'all. They say 23 miles per hour, and there you go. That's what they say in the book. So it's 23 miles per hour. Is that fast enough for you? Oh yeah, I think it is. Or for me it is, I can tell you that. We're just gonna slow down now and cruise on pedal assist 3 right on back towards where we're parked. Exercise. Can you get exercise on this bike? I'll tell you this, I'll answer that question with a question. Are you getting any exercise sitting up in there on the couch eating Reese Cups? Or Tootsie Rolls? Or nachos? We're gonna ease in over here by the duck pond. This is one of the prettiest places, y'all. So yeah, what I was telling y'all before the GoPro went off was, yeah, I think Mihogo's gonna offer a spare battery for sale, and probably at a pretty decent price. So y'all might want to check that out if you want a spare battery. I would certainly think it would be good to get a spare battery for the bike. But let's look at what we've done. We went 31.5 miles and I had 19 miles on it. It's done pretty good. Hey, we've used 1 bar on the battery, okay? So there's no range anxiety there. How you ducks doing? Yeah, no range anxiety here. It's all going to depend on how you ride it, y'all. But I made a note from what I've rode it so far. I said it's not a long range bike. You hear some people say, oh, my bike is long range. You can do 80 miles. No, this bike is not a long range bike. But it's going to have enough range to be a great bike for commuters, for explorers like we've done today, for students who want to, hey, leave the campus and go grab a bite to eat. Someone who has to run in town to pay some bills. I'm just going to say this. It is a formidable competitor to the electric line of bikes. And there you go. I usually don't call names, but I am here because I love this bike. Ooh, that wind is strong. But yeah, I don't usually call names, but I love this bike, and I love what I see out of it. As far as having something on the market to compare with all the competing brands out there. See how it handles the sidewalk. There's nobody walking here today. That's fun, y'all. There you go. It's the Mihogo RX 2.4. Check Mihogo, the website, for the price. Look for a discount code in my description, y'all. I may have you a discount code in there. You don't want to miss that. Could save you $50, $60, $100. I don't know, whatever it is. Whatever I can get. We've got to that part of the show where I'm going to end it right here. So we're going to invite y'all that if you think you've got anything that's worth value out of this ride today, and my review of the RX 2.4, then I would invite you to look around there and find that subscribe button. Hit that like, and also hit that bell notification. Yeah, there's going to be some links down below there for the Mihogo 2.4. Hey, if you decide you want to buy it, use that link. My channel will get credit for that at no extra cost for you, okay? Yeah, no extra cost to you. Y'all, this thing is like a little scooter. This thing will fly. It's just fun. I hope y'all have enjoyed it. Hey, till we meet y'all again out there on the trail somewhere. Hey, this is Rip One Outdoors. We hope y'all have a great day.